Hello, this is Ramirez with Tidewater Renaissance Fighting Arts, and today I'm going to do a review of something I should have done a while back. These are the Purpleheart tournament fetters. These are both, the only difference is this one has the cord wrap and has a ring guard. We'll talk about this one a little bit later. So specifically, this is one with a rolled tip. They do come in a spatulated tip. You can't tell either because I have a blunt on it. And as far as fetters go, this is kind of the no frills. This is a beast, it's a workhorse. And it has a lot of pros and cons, which I kind of want to go over. I think the first con is that, yeah, it's heavy, it's not necessarily glamorous. It does have a shield, but it's not, fancy or pointed like the Regenier. It's not, tiered down like the Siggy or anything like that. It's just a solid, nice solid fetter, but if you're expecting lots of fancy frills and stuff, this is not the fetter for you. The other thing is the base wrap for it is a leather wrap over the handle. And unfortunately, after a short bit of work, that will start to come undone. I strongly recommend you don't stay with the basic leather guard, or if you do, I'll bring this a little closer to the camera. You can see I've wrapped it in some batt tape to help it with the grip, and that's worked out pretty well. It does have a locking nut construction, so if you can see that on all of the tournament fetters, it will have that style, which is nice because if you need to adjust it, it can be broken down into parts. But as I said, I think that the major cons are the handle, that it's, as I said, not a lot of frills. It's a nice solid, which turns into a pro. It is probably a little bit heavier than some of the fancier fetters out there. So in terms of performance for competition, not ideal as a competition blade. So let's flip to the pros of the fetter. And I think that it actually has a lot of pros if you're interested in this, especially in the United States. Purpleheart generally keeps a pretty good stock of these, so they are ready and available. I've never seen a time that they're generally sold out, so that's really good because in the United States and even in other places, you have to wait for either things to be made, things to be shipped. So this is a really, really nice in terms of that you don't have to wait to get it. It is a nice starting fetter, and it's very solid. We use these in the club almost exclusively, and the truth of the matter is they take a beating and they keep on going when they're not dropping to the floor. So one of the things I do like about it is I fought outside, inside, everywhere. I fought in tournaments with it, and it's pretty solid. It just takes a beating and keeps on going. They do offer a cord wrap, which I strongly encourage you get. The cord wrap does feel a little better in the hand, and this hasn't come undone or anything, so I really like that. We already talked about the screw lock pommel, and the thing about this is it is completely disassemblable and reassemblable. This is good for cleaning, but you can also replace any parts. Handle brakes, replace the handle. Guard brakes, you want to change it, just unassemble it and you can change it. Which brings me to the next point, the ring guards. So this is the version with the ring guards. So I have two guards, ring guards on there, one at the top, one at the bottom. This is an extra charge, but I think it's a worthwhile one. I think it's like a $60 or $65 upgrade, but it definitely gives me a lot more hand protection. I can't tell you how many times I've been sparring and someone has been insanely frustrated because I do have those ring guards there, and it's really, really nice. Price point, this is an economy model, and you could easily pay $400, $500, $600 for a fetter, some of the fancier brands, and I think the basic model of this retails for $269, and then it goes up. I think this is like $315 or something like that. It's really, really a good economy fetter if you're getting started. If you know you're going to be doing a lot of sparring, you're not going to break it. I have dent other fancier fetters that have come up against this just because it's that solid. So if you're looking for an economy fetter, and especially if you're in the United States, this is a great option for you to get started with your steel longsword sparring. Once again, this has been Ramirez, and I will leave a link to these in the description below. And I will also leave a link for our club, that's Tidewater Renaissance Fighting Arts. We're based in Norfolk, Virginia, and we'd love to see you. Take care. Bye-bye.